Good morning, everyone. Namaste. It is I, Gina Louisa, here once again this morning, just helping to raise the vibration of our collective consciousness. It is Saturday today. It is actually July the 2nd already of 2016. It's like, wow, it's unbelievable, right? Half of the year is already zipped by. Wow, incredible. Mars is going direct again. Isn't it wonderful? I'm in Aries, okay? So, and I don't know. It was like so crazy yesterday. I just gotta tell you, because I didn't post yesterday, and I'll let you know why. The night before last, just like all of a sudden, my computer was like, and it wouldn't do anything. So, and, then you just shut it off, and then it usually just like restarts fine. Well, I shut it off, and then I waited a little bit. I went to go restart it, and it was like, it was like totally fried. So I was like, oh no, right? Oh my God, I'm finally starting to have a rapport. It's so wonderful. I'm trying to reach out and more people, and it's just so wonderful, and I'm enjoying it. And then boop, no laptop, right? I was like, ah. But luckily, about 31 years ago, I gave birth to a young fellow. Anyway, and he's pretty computer savvy. And he has his ways of getting in there. I couldn't even get my computer to do anything with him. Really. Okay, but he got it to actually respond, where he could wipe the hard drive clean, and then he reinstalled, or he actually the new operating system here, and voila, hello, here I am again, and I only missed a day. Can you believe it? How wonderful is that? So let's assess now. Things are going along, la 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 la. Okay. And then, pow, something happens that makes you reassess your whole reality, as it were. And then, once you've got things straight, boom, everything just goes all over again. And let me explain. Yesterday, when I didn't have the computer, and, I could have freaked out. I really could have. I could have, but like a lot of people do, like, oh my God, now what do I do? Blah, 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 blah. But, but I'm not that. Okay, yes, temporarily. Ask my son. I'm in Aries. We get it all out of the way, like, in the first second. Really. I think that's how I stay like this. Okay? Like, this joyful because, when something happens that, like, freaks me out, like, why did this happen? And I start, like, wanting to blame this one, that one, the other one, the world, I just downloaded something, it must have been that, and I didn't actually download something, I just, like, joined something in, or whatever, or I opened the site, and I blamed that, and, it's like, it must be, it's like wanting to freak out first, right? My son is so cool. He just, like, when mommy starts, like, wow, I start freaking out, he kind of, like, just slowly heads for the door. He looks at me with this kind of look on his face, and just slowly shuts the door at me. And it makes me realize that, uh-oh, yes, okay, mommy. Okay, and I just, like, let it all go. And said, oh, well, Lord, you take it then, okay. I guess I'm not supposed to do that. What am I supposed to do then, It's like, oh, well, I'm going to sleep on it. Frig it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. And that's what I did. Like, I slept on it that night when he, like, shut the door. And then the next day, of course, he said, well, we'll just wipe the hard drive clean, and when I come home from work, we'll reinstall. And that's what happened. So by the time I went to bed last night, I actually was able to respond to my comments and messages and things, which I love to do. I love the contact. It's so beautiful to have contact with people in this world and bring us all together. Oh, we're going to do it. We're doing it. So today is a day of realizing that, we can just chill. Like I said, I gave it to God until I went to bed, and, did what I always do. Do my exercises and do my smiling and loving. And when I go to bed, this blissful little bundle, I'm surprised I don't glow on the friggin' bed. I do. Anyway, And then I woke up and like, okay, now I know I don't have the computer. What am I going to do? Oh, of course, I took out my, I have a lot of architectural type of drawing tools, and I love to design. I'm into a symbiotic experience with this earth. I want to take all of the best knowledge that I gather. That's what I do. I study on what's the best way to live symbiotically on this earth, and I'm putting it into this permaculture idea that I'm. I mean, it's not my idea, but I am going to get a piece of land and live this way. And so, of course, I'm studying and drawing and designing, and I spent a lot of time yesterday like that. But what was so really cool about it is I did something I haven't done in like a while. And for me, I used to do it like, all the time, was listen to the radio. I actually had to have a little, an Android. I actually have one. And I do. And I stuck my little earbud in there. And I don't need 2 of them yet. I'm deaf in this ear still. But I'm having surgery July 13th, by the way. I'm having surgery to bring my hearing in this ear. I had been deaf in both ears for a while. Last year, about this time, I had surgery in this ear. And now I can hear. I'm really enjoying music. And what I did yesterday, I stuck the earbud in my ear and I listened to some music. And I heard things that I hadn't heard before. It just gave me a bigger, better, more wonderful appreciation for the reality of things. And that's what this is about. Now we understand better. We had that one day while Mars was kind of still, because even when Mars appears, it's okay, I'm going to go forward, it's kind of like, she's not the kind of thing that's kind of like, okay, he, or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't, just like stopping, kind of, it takes a while for it to, it's like, what is it doing? It's kind of like just sitting there, sort of, kind of like getting its momentum going. And yesterday was just like that. Yesterday, everything stopped. It was like, right? My internet ability stopped. And I even tried to borrow my son's old computer, and it wouldn't work for me either, which is so odd. It wouldn't let me log into anything. I'm like, I listened to some music. So the only thing I could do is I could go in and I could listen to music and I could draw my pictures. And I totally ripped apart my room and did stuff. And look, want to see? Look, I'm gonna put them up on the walls for you. But look I found some. This is the first painting I ever did. I was 10. My mother sent me to just some little art lessons person, and his name was Doug Corsini. I still remember the name of the very first person who was my art teacher. And I'll tell you what, if you live in Rhode Island and there's a Providence, we have the State House, and it's got the Independence Man up there, that big gold statue up there. And Doug Corsini is the fellow that carved that statue. And because I remember, because when I walked in for my lessons when I was just a child, and there was this big thing there, and he's like, oh yes, I'm designing this. I designed, actually it was the replication of it, and this is the one, actually the one up there is the one they casted from his original carving, which was in the studio when I walked in to have the pictures, to have my first lesson. But anyway, this is the first thing I did. Was I was 10, and I just I'm a nature person. Always love trees. It's probably trees and leaves and just about everything that I do, because I'm a total lover of trees. But anyway, so that was like the first one, and then here's another one I did at the same age. This is like just a little bit further on. I did. There's a lot of them I can't find. A few of them were destroyed, and in this way or that, but some things make it through the years. You see. Let me see what else. And here's one. There's these things on This is like canvas board, and these I did kind of more recently. This one. This is actually a self-portrait. Yeah, that's a self-portrait. And this is a self-portrait of my soul's journey. It feels like it anyway. I think that's what that is. And this is kind of another, I know it's only one line, right? Or kind of like one line that splits, but it's actually two people back to back. A man and a woman back to back. Oh, look at this. There's a poem. Wait a minute. There's the one that says late in the day before sun slips away. Wait a minute. Late in the day before sun slips away. I can't remember the beginning. The beginning of it, but that same red orange hue, intense on deep blue, and this does it no justice. Trust me. The sky was incredible. The vividness of the orange with the hues from the sun going down on, and then it emerges sleek black, encircling twice and then back. Right? The eyes draw joy from contrast. Inner toys held to last. And I had to. You know how many times I try to paint that and I just can't get it. I just can't. But this is one of the ones I actually have. Of that, me trying to. This is well, it kind of speaks for itself. You see the view of the mountains and the river and then the sky. I just love so much. I'm so deeply in love with the sky. I mean, oh my God. Especially lately that I let myself be in love with the sky. Now, every time I look in the sky, that the clouds show me pictures and tell me stories. And I even did one little pencil drawing for you. But it's like, it's so incredible. One of these days I really got to do more about that because it really is incredible the things I'm learning just from looking at the sky. Look at the sky, people. Look at the earth. Isn't it? It's so beautiful. I'm just so in love. Like, it's so beautiful. But anyway, and this is, I painted this back, I forget the year now, but I had an apartment that had, when I rented it, there were trees in every window. I mean, right there in every window, like you could open the window and reach out and pick a leaf if you wanted to, you know? And the animals and the wildlife and the birds and the smell was so fresh, and it was like being up in the trees. I'm going to have that. When I build when I have my land, I'm going to build myself a tree house. But anyway, I came home from work one day, and every tree had been cut down. I guess they had sold the property to a different owner or something, and they only owned it for about a month too, and this gave it back to her or something or whatever, or sold it back. Oh, something happened with it. But he owned it long enough to cut down every one of my trees, every one of them, gone. I came home from work. Devastated. I mean, devastated. I hugged the stumps and cried, and oh my God, I blubbered and cried, and I was snotty for days. And I even wrote a poem with, like, you know, some like one day they'll cut me down too, I guess, you know what I'm saying? My trees. You know. Oh my God. So anyway, I was just so I painted this and put it in my window, you know, because. You know, anyway, so I just wanted to show you. I found some things, and I got some Velcro, some really heavy duty Velcro. Okay? This is like the really crazy shit. I can't hardly even show you what it is. You know, really heavy duty Velcro. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put part of it up here, part of it on the back of these, and then I'm gonna like, and I'll be able to have art on my walls. You know. A little bit of me, all of everything, and eventually I will put things up above there, and that will be an addition to what we have going on here in that club. So anyway, I've been rambling on for 45 minutes, so today is a day for just visiting. And here I just was sharing a little bit of myself with you this morning. So namaste, everyone. Have a beautiful, lovely, cozy visiting day. Visit your friends and family. Get out in nature. Oh, look at the sky. Look at the sky and just keep looking at it and let it. You know, when there's clouds, you know, like today, okay, there's not even one cloud in the sky, okay. And yet still, my mind, let the messages come in, okay? Don't say, oh, that's just me saying it. No, it's really not you, just. It's a higher version of you. So I guess it is you in a way. But not the preconceived thoughts. Let the higher thoughts come in. Let that love pour in. It does pour in if you let it. Magic is there. Magic is so abundant. We just have to let it flow through us. So let it flow through you today. I love you so much. And I will see you in the morning, God willing.